What's going on, guys? Killer6 back with another legendary item drop location and weapon guide for you, and this time we're taking a look at the Flakker. Mine has no prefix, but this gun can spawn with a number of prefixes depending on the parts that it spawns with, and that can increase either damage, fire rate, accuracy, and all kinds of other stats. So to get started, you're going to need to go to Konrad's hold on Pandora and proceed to this part of the map. Now, don't worry, you won't have to do this run every time. I'm going to show you guys a much quicker way in just a moment. So once you make it here, you'll encounter Manvark, who is a pretty easy fight as long as you're equipped to handle flying enemies. Manvark is weak to fire damage, so bring a weapon with decent fire rate and incendiary damage. The Skexel and fire is excellent for this, and again, the Brainstormer, despite being shock, works great for the general crowd control in the area as well. After dealing enough damage, Manvark will pod up and then become Tinkvark, who despite being adorable is actually quite annoying. And again, fire works really well here. After killing Tinkvark, he splits into 3 or 4 smaller Varkids, and once you do enough damage to the one named Manvark ? He will pod up and evolve into the final form. Once you kill that final form, you have a chance at the drop. The Flakker does share a loot pool with the Headsplosion, which is exclusive to Manvark and can't be obtained anywhere else, and he can also drop the Tribolt, which can be world dropped elsewhere, but this does make this a nice little loot farm. The drop rate for any of his dedicated drops is 10%, and then the game will roll to see which of the 3 items is dropped. So that means that this farm can sometimes take a little while, so get comfy, turn on some tunes or some videos, and multitask while you get the farm going. I got my Flakker on run number 15, but with no anointment or elements, so back to the farming I go. Now for the shortcut. After killing Manvark your first time, go forward slightly and you'll see the slaughter shaft is right here. Go through the door, grab some ammo, head back out the door to Konrad's hold, and now save and quit. Now you will spawn from this door every single run, saving you a massive amount of time. Okay, now that we've covered the drop location, let's break down the actual weapon. The Flakker is a legendary shotgun manufactured by Torgue, and the red text reads, "Flak the world," which is a reference to the classic Battlestar Galactica show from when I was a kid. Frack. In that show, they used frack as a replacement for profanity, so therefore, flak the world would mean something different. So you guys learned something today, you frackheads. The Flakker has a massive explosive projectile burst when fired, but there is a small delay between shooting and the explosions. If you can find the right range when using this gun, it is capable of doing insane amounts of damage to enemies. The Flakker at launch was so massively overpowered that literally everyone on every class was using it to easily dispatch everything in sight. So, as such, Gearbox hit it with a bit of a nerf. Instead of being able to shoot it multiple times, it now has a single shot per mag before needing to be reloaded. However, the amount of time between shooting and reloading to fire again is essentially the same amount of time that the Flakker had between shots originally before the nerf, meaning that you shoot the gun just as fast as ever. Also, with good anointments, you can utilize this gun as well as pre-nerf. For example, the anointment that I've got on this one gives my Zane fire rate and reload speed while using Sentinel Drone, which with my build I can keep active almost all the time. A little secret tip for you guys: to shoot this gun as fast as possible, before you shoot, hold down the reload button, and you'll notice that as soon as you're done firing, there is no delay, and you reload immediately. Obviously, the Flakker is best suited for large enemies, but I've always enjoyed it versus anointed enemies, shielded enemies, or enemies that think they can hide behind cover. The Flakker is still quite good, and reports of its demise have been greatly exaggerated. Is it still a boss destroyer? Not quite, but it is still very, very strong, albeit much more situational than it was previously, and that's kind of how it's supposed to be. So I hope this guide to the Flakker was helpful to you. If it was, then please take a second to hit that like button, hit subscribe, and tap the bell icon if you'd like to be notified whenever I post a new video. You guys can click on one of the cards at the end of this video as well to see some more legendary item guides. Thank you guys for watching. Take care.